Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In last week's episode I was making the kelp farm and we're going to revisit that again today. I'm going to make it so that it collects all its little droppings. But I was coming out here to punch a tree to get rid of that annoying message up in the corner there. Popped in for a sleep, and then when I got up I saw this chest over here. So let's go and see what's in the chest. Slime was blowing over. Okay, someone's been to my slime farm and I must have been full. So the slime farm is over here. I'm guessing it was Z. Now I also heard something that sounded like a flying machine flying around. Now, it's been a while since I've been here. I'm not sure how to get there. So I don't know what that was. But yeah, it must have been fairly recent he came by. He was after some slime from me. I think I promised to give him some and I forgot. So if he helped himself, that's all good. Yeah, so there's a slime farm, but I also heard a machine going on then. So I don't know what that was all about. I might have to investigate a bit more to go see what it is. So I'll have a bit of a look around. If I find anything, I'll let you know. Otherwise, I will meet you down in the hole over there to finish up the kelp farm. Okay guys, I worked out what the noises was. Because I slept in the bed, the daylight sensor triggered, which activated all these pistons. So that's what I was hearing. But it just sounded like constant. It sounded just like a flying machine. I thought someone else was playing a bit of a prank on me. But wasn't to be. So, it's been a couple of days since I finished this up. Yeah, maybe 2. And already, we've got 2 double chests of kelp and whatever is collecting down here. So, yeah, another half a double chest. So what I'm thinking is we're going to extend this water stream out. And I'm going to kill those messages up in the corner there. There's something funny goes on when I change from 1.9 to 1.13 that it resets all those things. I'll have to sort that out. But yeah, so I figure we'll run the water stream along here and pop up here and put it into a furnace. Now I'm thinking initially I'll just do a double furnace. So the items come in the top, the fuel goes in the side, and then it comes out the bottom into a chest. So I will do that. So we're really just going to go this away. Where should I do it? Might as well do it here. So I'm going to have to go down one more level. This chest is going to have to go. So initially we're going to be down here. Probably going to have to go down one more because the water stream will run out. I could do slabs, but I won't. I'm going to be lazy. Now, I don't know how far down here we have to go. So, leave it with me. I'm going to dig this out. I'll run the water through. Let me collect that. And I'll pop back once we're over there. Okay, so I've got the water coming along here. I've made it so that it stops just on the edge here. I'm going to do a water elevator up that way, up to the thing. I'm not really too... I haven't done a lot of water elevators. I'm not 100% sure how they work. So I'm thinking I might put either a fence post here or something or a sign. I think a sign will do the job, won't it? Now it just needs to be one high. So sign here, and then I'll make all that source blocks up to the top. And that will be our item elevator thing. And this thing's throwing kelp at me all the time. Yeah. I think we're going to probably need more than 2 furnaces, but we'll try it with 2 initially and see how we go. But yeah, this is throwing way too much kelp. Alright, let me get the water elevator in place and I'll pop back. Okay, I've went off and got a few little bits of supplies that I think we will need. So what I'm thinking is we'll have a double chest down here with hoppers going in. Not like that. Like that, and furnace is going in here, but I want to run the fuel into the furnaces. How am I going to do this? I'm going to have to get in behind. Let's dig out a bit here. Put the furnaces up. So do that. No, that's not going to work. I'll have to do that, and then run a line on top. Let's just clear that out. And that's the daylight sound coming through with all the kelp flowing up. We a whole stack coming through. So, and then that means this is going to be really, really high up, but the input for the fuel is going to be something like this. I might clean this up a bit later on. Oh, I wish I'd have used silk. But anyway, we'll clean it all up. Let's fill in all this. What else do we need? We want the kelp coming in. How am I going to get that on both sides? I might have to... I'm just going to do one side for now. And I'll raise the water stream up and I'll come back. Yes, I had the wrong one. The magma block is there and I had to have soul sand. So let's see what happens if I throw this down. I'm not sure if I messed up the source blocks or not. Might be working. If I go in there, I may never get out, so I won't go in. I don't know if this is going to collect it up. I think I might have to go over and then flow back. So what I'm going to do is change all this. I'm going to move this over a little bit so the water can come up and flow across the hoppers. So let me try phase 2. Okay, this is the design I've come up with. Now behind this here, I've got the water stream. You can just see it up there. Flows up and then heads this way over the top of this hopper. Or even a little bit higher, I think. And that hopper goes into that chest. So there's like a little bit of storage there. And then it sucks them out and comes into the top of the furnaces. This is going to be where our fuel goes. So it goes through and comes in the back. And the cooked kelp comes out the bottom. So, it's already putting kelp in. I think it's going to favour that one, but I don't know, I guess that's okay. What I've done, just to get started, I've brought in some of these, and I'm going to go downstairs and throw all this kelp in the water stream. So let's go and have a look what's happening down here. So the water stream comes down, as we've seen. The kelp comes along, just goes through there, and there's a little water stream up. So let's throw this out into the water stream. We've got another double chest, 2 double chests. Like, it's coming pretty quick. And if I get out of the way, wasn't quick enough. So it'll just go around the corner there. I'm hoping that these will eventually fill up into the other one. So yeah, we're going to probably fill up that hopper and then it might head over to this one. So whilst that's doing that, as long as it all goes to plan, I am going to go and try and make the front of this look like a bit of a fireplace or something going on. So I shall be back. I've completed the fireplace for now, but I think I've run into a bit of a design flaw. If I put in the kelp blocks up here, it only powers the one on the right unless we were to fill up all the hoppers. So it's going to take quite a while to get up to full capacity. So that is a bit of a pain. In the meantime, I can just manually place them in and see how we go. But I don't think these 2 hoppers are going to be enough. And to get past the supplying of the fuel problem, I might have to do a hopper minecart delivery type system to the hoppers. So I might leave it and see how this one goes. I guess over time, like if... Yeah, I think I might have to go the hopper minecart type delivery system. Anyway, let's see how we go. I will let this run for a period of time. We'll build up some fuel stock and see what happens. Okay, so that idea went in the trash because I didn't like the fact that it wasn't going to work evenly. So what I've decided to do is investigate the... So it's a bit jerky. I think it's the water and the plants over there are giving me some lag. But I'm going to investigate having things go across on rails, hopper minecarts, delivering the items to 4 furnaces. So I'm upping the number of furnaces because I think I'm going to have way too much kelp coming through. So I'm going to have a bit of a play with this to see if I can get this working. Probably just have a hopper minecart running backwards and forwards up here with just a hopper coming in. I think it's just going to be simple. I'm not going to have any loading stations or anything. I'm just going to have them running backwards and forwards and hoppers going into them. We'll see how that goes. I'll be back in a second. Hopefully all finished. So this is the design I've come up with for now. It gets its kelp source from exactly the same spot, just drops it down into this top one here, and they go into that cart. But we seem to have a kelp shortage at the moment. There's not too much coming through, but they have been filling up the hoppers. But again, I see a problem. It likes this hopper more. But if we had an excess of kelp, then it wouldn't be a problem because it would fill up all of them. And I think the same is going to be true for the bottom one. When I stick the kelp blocks in there, it's going to probably just do this one, but it might. So let's find out. We're just going to chuck all of them in there. Alright, it's did them all, so that's all good. And it's filling them up. So the bottom layer seems fine for the kelp blocks. Just a bit worried about the upper level. I'm thinking that maybe we won't even have enough supply for the 4 furnaces. So I might let it run for a bit and see what comes out and see if we get more than what's in the block. So I might just go and write these numbers down and then just let it run for an hour or so and come back and see if those numbers have gone up or gone down. I'll let you know how we go. Okay, slight modification. I just saw a bit of a problem. It looks like this is locking this because it's not putting any items in the furnace. So I'll probably just extend this out one more and put the I'll probably just put a redstone block there. So that'll be my solution. Okay, the reset just happened, so I wanted to get in quickly. This one, they're all reducing in numbers, but I think they've just all started to come up again, except for this one. So I think we don't really have it. We've probably got a stack of kelp coming through now. So we don't really have the supply for the 4 furnaces. But I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem. Like, the risk is that you're going to chew through a kelp block for just one piece of kelp, and that's obviously not a good idea. But I'm thinking it will probably run out and favor this one. So if we're running really, really low, we'll probably just have 1 furnace running, and that's probably a good thing. At least that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So I think I might leave it like this for the time being, and then if you want, you could come along here with your, you know, your iron ingots, iron whatever they're called, what are they called? Iron blocks, and throw them in here to have them smelt along with the gold, and it will just sort of make its way through, I guess, eventually. It may not. If this thing's all full of kelp, it might never get through. But anyway, it might actually mess it up. We'll have to test that later on. But you can sort of see this one is filling up, and this one isn't. So I think it will favor this. I think it's actually a good idea that it does that. But I'm going to leave it for a bit, and we'll come back and have a look probably in next week's episode to see what it's doing. And I might need to make some adjustments. Maybe somehow switch off furnaces. I might also make it so that you can actually switch the whole thing off, so the minecart stop moving, just so it can fill itself up. And then you might come back and flick a switch and it all starts again. This switch looks like a good switch to flick. What happens if I switch this flick? Flick this switch. What happens if I switch it on? What do you reckon the odds are it's going to start again? I reckon 0. Oh no, there you go, I lost that bet. There you go, I reckon we've just found our on-off switch. Anyway, let's leave it, see what it does, and I will come back. And what I think we'll do next is, I've been using these sea lanterns all over the place. I throw them out because I've got too many of them. And I think some of the other guys on the server might want some. So it's probably time to create some form of a shop, even if it's a bit temporary, so the guys can get access to these. And I also need to change the price of the... what are they called? What's out there? What have I got? Green stuff. Slime blocks. So let's head over to the shopping district. I've quickly put this this shop together just to sell our sea lanterns, and the price we're selling them for is 2 diamonds for 32 or 3 diamonds for 64. I AFK'd at the farm for a little bit and this is what we got. So I'll put that up and I'll let the other guys know that sea lanterns are available. I'll probably do something more with this shop. I just don't have a lot of time to do anything right now, but that'll do it. It'll get the sea lanterns on the market and should make everyone happy. Well, I think that'll do it for this episode. Thanks for watching all the way up to the end. In next episode, we might just have a bit of a look at the auto smelter. I'm not 100% sure I'm happy with the way it's working. It may work fine. I'm not really sure. So we'll have a bit of a look at that, and I'm sure we'll find something else to do in the next episode. If you like this video, hit that like button for me. That really helps me out a lot. If you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button. Hit the little bell as well so it tells you when I post a new video. I'm posting new videos every week for this, and another video for Mine Saga every week. And I will see you again next week. Bye.